Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye. Om Namah Pranavathaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalayah Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Ya Devi Suyate Nityam Vibhudhairvedaparadaihi Same Vasatu Jihvagre Brahmarupa Saraswati Yennityamanandamanantamekam Shiveti Namna Shrutayo Vrinanti Tasyavataro Nararupadhari Kripasudabhige Bhuvi Ramakrishnaha Ramakrishna Gata Pranam Tannama Shravana Priyam Tadbhavaranjita Karam Jaganmatra Swaropini Janmadyasya Yatonvayat Itarataschatvesha Vidyaswarad Tene Brahmakritaya Adikavaye Muhyanti Yatsurayah Tejo Varimrita Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nivastaguvakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satye Satyasya Satyam Vrita Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapannaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranadakleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Jayati Jagati Maya Yasya Kayadhavaste Vachana Rachanamekam Kevalam Chakalaiya Dhruvapadamapi Yato Yatkrupato Dhruvoyam Sakala Kushala Patram Brahmaputram Natosmi Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha Yasvanubhavamahila Shruti Saramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirshatam tamondam Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasasunumupayami Gurum Munina Yasyatma Bhutasya Guro Prasadad Aham Vimuktosmi Sharira Bandhad Sarvopadeshtuhu Purushottamasya Tasyam Hriyukmam Pranatosmi Nityam.
Srimad Bhagavatam is the explanation of Veda Pramana. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam shukamukad amrutadrava sanyutam. Nigama kalpataroho, Nigamaha means Veda. Veda is considered as a vriksha, a tree. From that tree, a person gets fruit. That fruit is called Bhagavatam. And that too, the fruit tasted by Bhagavan Shukacharya. So therefore, it is a time-tested fruit, tasty fruit, Rasamalayam. So Bhagavatam is an explanation of Vedic revelation, especially the revelation called Premaha. Premaha means love. It's a love scripture. Bhagavatam is called as love scripture. Prema Shastram. Every human being is hankering for love. Everyone, not only human being, all beings in their own way. In human life, this hankering is very palpable, tangible. Is there anyone to love me? With that question, every individual says, I love you. A child says to mother, I love you, mummy. To father, I love you, daddy. To brothers, I love you. So this I love you statement starts from the day one onwards. I love you, I love you, I love you. Everyone says I love you. But are they fulfilled in that statement? That is the question. Whether the statement is a fulfilled statements which comes out of fulfillment, or which comes for the sake of fulfillment. I love you, everyone says. Whether the statement is for the sake of fulfillment or comes out of fulfillment. Both are possibilities. So both possibilities are there. A person can say, I love you for the sake of fulfillment. A person can say, I love you out of fulfillment. So, when a child says, I love you, mummy, I love you, daddy, what it means? What it means? It is survival statement. Statement for its own survival. The child cannot afford to say, I hate you. So, it's a statement for survival purpose. When parents say to the child, I love you, then it is a statement of daya, compassion. Poor being which has come to this terrible world. If I don't love, I don't care, if I don't care, then who will be there for it? So none other than me is there for the child. I have to take care. With hatred I cannot take care. Therefore, father and mother say, I love you, my dear. En chellam abindra. Then as even the child grows, the child says to many people, I love you, I love you, I love you. To brother, sister, uncle, auntie, relatives. These are all statements of relationships. It has no meaning, direct meaning. Because you are related with my mummy, because I have to survive, so I love my mummy, and you are related with my mummy and father are relating with you. Therefore, I have no other way than to say this statement, I love you. So this is a statement of relationship. That's why it is always dwindling. Then as an adult, a boy or girl says to girl or boy, I love you. Once the boy turned as a 15-year-old or 16-year-old, something happens in his body and mind. So he says, I love you. February 14, Valentine's Day. He says, I love you. So that statement is called what? Statement of infatuation. In Sanskrita, it is called Mohana Prema. Child is telling to mother, father, Artha Prema. Father, mother telling to child, Daya Prema. Then adult saying to another adult is called Mohana Prema. Moha. Confusion. Lot of confusions are there. A girl came to me when I was in Bangalore and told, Swamiji, so and so fellow is irritating me by telling, I love you, I love you. Then I told that girl, why you should get irritated? You ask, when you say I love you, what do you mean by that? Do you love my eyes? Do you love my nose? Like that, you can ask. Then that fellow will run away. Or you can ask, when he says I love you, for what? For what? What you have found special in me, so that he can tell this statement. So I advised. Then girl applied that and got rid of irritation. So when an adult says to another adult, I love you, that means what? Mohana prema. When husband and wife telling I love you to each other, that is called bandhana prema. It's a bandhana, bondage. One commits to another. Commitment means I commit my life to you. You are my life partner. So it is bandhana. Bandhana prema. Then majority of human beings say to wealth, I love you. A fellow who purchases car says to that car, I love you. That is why if anybody gives a scratch on the car, scratch doesn't happen in car only, it happens in heart also. When he purchases a new house, so he says to that house, I love you. If anybody throws mud on the wall or paint on the wall, naturally he feels very much depressed. That is called Vastu Prema. When a person says to objects of senses, I love you, that love is called Vastu Prema. Then he becomes little matured, gets little culture, and says, I love you to Bhagavan, going to temple. To Bhagavan also he says, I love you. You see, Tirupati, 10 hours, 15 hours, they stand to say this, I love you. To Bhagavan also they say, I love you. Devotee says to Bhagavan, I love you. If Bhagavan asks for what, then this fellow in trouble. Fortunately, he doesn't ask because he knows. Unlike other human beings, Bhagavan knows the intention of that love. Being Antaryami, he knows the intention of the person who says this, I love you. That's what he says in Gita also. Chaturvita bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna arto jignasuratharti jnani cha bharadarshapha. There are 4 types of people who come to me and say, I love you, my dear Lord. For what? I don't ask, because I know what is their intention. There are 4 types of intentions. Arthaha is suffering. So in order to get rid of the suffering, he has applied all the means. When he failed in all those means, he comes to me and says, I love you. Artha, to get rid of suffering. Second type person is Artharthi. He wants something. Sensory objects, power, position, wealth, completion of the project, degree. In that also first rank. Ganapati, Bhagavan Ganapati gets lot of application from the children. And so Mother Saraswati also gets lot of application from children. For what? Oh Bhagavan, I am not able to withstand the onslaught of my mummy. All the time she is pestering me, get marks, get marks, get marks. So somehow you save me by providing marks. So project completion, artharthi. Third one is jignyas. One who is a little bit more matured and finds out that this I love you statement is a statement of bondage. It is going to be an ever unfulfilled statement. Therefore, O Lord, make this statement as a fulfilled statement by providing me knowledge about yourself and myself. Because we are relating with each other. Without knowing each other, we are relating. All other fellows relate with everyone without knowing each other. Not only human relationship with other animals. Suppose a pet dog is there. Does the master knows anything about the dog? It can know the variety of that species, that's all. Pomeranian, Alsatian, like that. That much only. What is the samskara? What are the baggages of the Purva Karma? What it was in Purva Karma? Whether father or mother or uncle? Don't know. Why it is attached to me? Don't know. How much it is attached to me? That also don't know. Recently, one great industrialist, Mr. Ratan Tata, has written will for that pet dog. Will, property, and a caretaker also. And for that caretaker also will was there. It is an expression of love towards that pet dog. But you see, unfortunately, the dog did not eat from the moment of the death of that Ratan Tata ji and died within 3 days. So what to do with this will? So you don't know how long it is going to live, how much it is attached to you, whether it will survive or not. Human beings, relatives are surviving. The dog died. See the attachment. See the dog's love. This also is love. Arey, I don't have any existence without your existence. That is the exemplified in the death of the dog. But all these relationships are based on ignorance about each other, ignorance about the statement called I love you. Therefore, this jignasu wants to know the meaning of I, the meaning of you, the meaning of love. For that he approaches me. Jignasuhu means jnatum ichuhu. Jignasuhu, one who wants to know. What? Meaning of I, meaning of you, meaning of love. Then only he is prepared to say, I love you, Lord. If he knows the meaning of these 3 words and says a statement towards the Lord or towards anyone, I love you, then it is a very meaningful statement. That I love you statement is a statement of fulfillment. That person is called Jnanihi, 4th type. So Arthaha, Artharthi, Jignasuhu, Jnani. So devotees go to Ishvara and say, I love you. This statement is called Bhaktihi. Understand? It is called Bhaktihi. And devotees say to each other devotee, I love you. Huh? There are so many devotees who are very much close to another devotee. That much closeness they don't have with relatives, physical relatives. They are very close. Atma Bandhuhu they call themselves. Atma Bandhuhu. Others are all Sharira Bandhuhu. Understood? This person is Atma Bandhuhu. The friendship, the love, the affection born out of certain attitudes, certain similarity in their ideology, in their thinking pattern, in their Ishta Devata. Suppose we go somewhere else, somebody says Jai Ram Krishna, unknown to us. Immediately what we'll do? Jai Ram Krishna. Immediately we respond to that love statement and we start inquiring them who they are, like that. Correct? We relate. So devotees telling to another devotee, I love you, is the statement of Sakya Prema. Sadhus tell the same statement to devotees. I love you. Every sadhu tells a statement to the devotees of the Lord, I love you. That statement is called Shivajnana Prema. Why he says this? He is a sadhu, sannyasi. Sannyasi sadhu. Because sadhu can be sannyasi or grahastha. I am mentioning here a sannyasi sadhu. A sannyasi who has given up his own parents, all physical relationships. He has none to claim his own anyone. Still he says to the devotees of the Lord, I love you. What does it mean? It is a prema born out of Shivajnana. Understand? Born out of Shivajnana. The Ishvara whom I worship is dwelling in that person to whom I say this statement. When I say this statement, I don't love their money, I don't love their position, but I love their inner being. Understand? Shivajnana. In Bhagavatam itself, Kapila Bhagavan is going to tell, everyone should say this statement. That is a sign of maturity. Athamam sarveshu bhuteshu bhutatmanam kritalayam arghayet danamanabhyam maitriya abhinnena chakshusha. Bhagavan Kapila is going to tell to Mother Devahuti, Mummy, don't stop worshipping me only in idols. Because you have that attitude in idol, also I am manifesting, you are worshipping the idol. The same vision should expand itself as Virat Ishvara Swarupam, as the entire creation, Vishwam Vishnuhu. So I am in all beings. Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhutalayam Krita. I am indwelling spirit of Antaryami of all the living beings. Arghayet Danamanabhyam Arghayet Maitriya Arghayet Abhinnena Chakshusha Arghayet. Arghayet means worship. You should love. Worship means love. So that love is called Shiva Jnana Prema. Is it Jnanam or Upasana? What is the meaning of Upasana and Jnana means? Jnana means knowledge. Upasana means attitude born out of certain understanding based on the faith in the scriptures. Bhagavan said, therefore I am indwelling spirit, therefore I am trying to see the Lord in the mother-in-law. Understand? Even though I know that person is not eligible for my love statement, still with this attitude I try to relate with that person because I have faith in the words of the Lord. I have faith in the Pramanam, Veda Pramanam. It is not a truth for me. Understand? It is not a truth for me. I don't understand what it is. But I have faith, so implicitly I accept it. Like mother telling to child, so and so is your father. What the child knows, what is the meaning of father? Father means father. He is the source of your arrival. Oh, acha. How I arrived? As even you grow, you understand that statement. What is the meaning of he is your father? At present, accept it. Similarly, every sadhu, as a sadhakaha, before gaining the knowledge about the ultimate reality, accept the Shastra Vakyam. Like going to temple, Shalagrame Vishnu Upasana. It is Shalagram. Linge Shiva Upasana. It is a pattar. Pattar means what? Stone. All my sense organs, Pratyaksha Pramana shows that it is stone. But still, I develop an attitude based on the Veda Pramanam and worship the Lord. Correct? When you see the stone as stone, it is called knowledge. When you see the stone as stone, it is called knowledge. When you see the stone as Shiva, it is called Upasana. Understand? So, Shiva Jnanam here means Upasanam. And because Jnanam, Jna Dhatu has two meanings. The word Jnanam can denote to Upasana and can denote to knowledge also. Upasana means attitude. So, sadhus telling devotees, I love you, is Shiva Jnanam. Jnani is telling to devotees or any other, I love you, is also called Shiva Jnanam, but there Jnana means knowledge. Here Jnana means Upasana. Understand? So, sadhus, when sadhus say to the society or devotees or anyone, I love you, it expresses in the form of seva. Because I see my Ishta Devata, Bhagavan, whom I love in my mind, dwelling in you also, because I have faith in that statement of Veda Pramanam, therefore, all my respects and love for you, what can I do? This is the statement, what can I do? When a sadhu says to others, I love you, what does it mean? I want to be a giver, not to be a receiver. All other fellows telling to others, I love you, what does it mean? I want to be a receiver, what you can give. Here there is a demarcation. You understand? Whatever love I told before is all transaction. So, Vanik, Vyapari, that fellow who says, I love you, for receiving sake, either to the parent or to the relatives or to pet dog or to Bhagavan even, for receiving, if he says, I love you, he is a Vyapari, merchant. Prahlada Swami says, when Bhagavan asked to ask some boon, then Prahlada Swami says, Bhagavan, I am not a merchant. I don't transact with you and said, I love you, in spite of all dangers, I told you, I love you. Understood? Not only I love you, I told I love you only. Very important statement. I love you only, he told. That is Jnani alone can do that. I love you only can be told by Jnani alone. Only Jnani can say, I love you only, because he doesn't see any second entity at all to say the statement. Understood? So, here the statement has a demarcation. Intention wise, for what? To receive or to give. If it is told to receive, then it is called for the fulfillment. Purnartham prema vakyaha. For the fulfillment, he says, I love you. When Jnani says to either to Bhagavan or to Bhakta or to any living being, this is out of fulfillment. That is Purnartham Premaha. This Premaha is Purna Premaha. Understand? Now the question is, when I say I love you to everyone or anyone, up to end I find myself, for what purpose I told this, I did not get. I hope that I will get fulfillment. Why it doesn't happen? Understand? Purnartham I told this. For Purnartham, to get fulfillment, I told this, I love you, because I find myself apurnaha, a wanting entity, unfulfilled entity. So therefore, I told, I love you. When you arrive in my life, when I relate with you, when I receive your love, I hope that I will get fulfillment. Why it doesn't happen? When it doesn't happen, quarrel comes, divorce comes, rejection comes, dejection comes, depression comes. So it is a heart burnt. It is called now heart burn. Psychological word. You know, the adults are rejected by other adult, suppose. So that rejection is there, na? That is called heart burn. And it is a great psychological, emotional upheaval. It will lead to death also. It will lead to insanity, mental diseases, depression. So everyone should learn whom to tell I love you, for what to tell I love you, how to tell I love you, what is the meaning of the word statement I love you. This is going to be taught in Srimad Bhagavatam. How nice it is, na? One should study this. The Srimad Bhagavatam is analyzing this Veda Pramanam. It says, Veda says to entire humanity, Atmanam eva priyam upasite. You love Atma only. What does it mean? We have to analyze. You love Atma only. It is giving an instruction. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyaya ma pramataha. It's all instructions. If you don't follow, you'll get nice beatings. Same way, it is vidhi pramanam. Atmanam eva upasita. Priyam upasita. You should love Atma only. No. I don't have time. And I don't know what is Atma. You love Atma, you are telling Swami. You, English word, I understand. Love also, I understand in my own way. This Atma suddenly, in Sanskrit, you are bringing. For an Westerner, how he reads this, you know? In English, if it is written, you love Atman. Atman, A-T-M-A-N. One person read like this. What is that? Atman, Swami? Atman? What is that? Everywhere Atman is written in this book. He showed that 8 Upanishad book when I was in Chennai. Atman nahi, Atman, I thought. Oh, I should pronounce in this way. Suddenly you are introducing in Sanskrit word. So I don't have understanding what it does mean, and I am not interested in loving Atman. Then Upanishad says, Atmanam eva priyam upasita. If you don't, rotsyati, you will cry. Gives warning. If you don't love Atman, you will cry. Do you want to continue cry? Already you are crying. If you want to stop your crying, what should you do? You should love Atma alone. Sahayaha anyam atmanaha priyam bruvanam bruyat priyagam rotsyatiti ishvaroha tataiva syat atmanam eva upasite sayaha atmanam eva priyam upaste na hasya priyam pramayuktam bhavati. Beautiful statement. One who loves the Atma, not only his cry is going to be stopped, and he finds fulfillment in that state. Otherwise, he is not going to find fulfillment in it. It will be go on changing. What is the meaning of not finding fulfillment? No full stop, that's all. Comma, semicolon, comma, semicolon, comma, semicolon, going on. That's how every human life we find. Initially, the child which said, I love you, mummy, the same child said to the same mother, I hate you. And goes to court also. Quarrel. Same child, same mother, same father. Goes to court, calls for arbitration, gives complaint to the police station. If anything happened to me, my son is the cause. Father gives. So many fathers who were king were killed by their own children. Aurangzeb killed his own father. Fathers are killed. Why? Kamsa also put in the jail. Hatred. Understand? So why this statement is changing person to person, time to time, reason to reason? Husband and wife. How many news we hear? Not only killing, chopping into pieces and put it in the box and put it in the fridge. How much hatred the person before marriage or after marriage? Both happens. News we find. The same fellow told, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Morning to evening, at least 100 times he would have told. Messages, no? WhatsApp, Instagram, so many X, so many things are there. Facebook. These are all Facebook value. Instagram. That also you see, there is a lot of meaning is there in this state. It is not permanent gram. Instagram. It is not real value. It is Facebook value. It is X value. Understood? So, Shastra says one should love Atma alone. All other relationships, all other statements will be going to be perpetuating your crying. Why should I love Atma? What it is, I don't know, first thing. Alright, first you tell why should I? First reason is to stop your cry, you should love. Second reason is Tatetat preyaha putrat, preyaha vittat, preyaha anyasmat sarvasmat. That is the most lovable entity. Generally, we love the source of Ananda. Nobody loves the source of Dukkham. Dukkha Hetuhu is never loved by anyone, including animal. Pashwadibhishcha avisheshat. Bhagavan Shankara writes in Adhyasa Bhashyam about this natural propensity to love the Sukha Hetuhu. That which I find that it is going to give me Sukham, that is the object of my love. He gives an example, Harita Trina Purnaha. A person who stands with lot of green grass in his hand and inviting the cow. The cow comes. I love you, it says, and coming. As even it comes, how it comes? Because it knows this is grass, this is going to be my food, and it is going to be Sukha Hetuhu in fulfilling my hunger. Therefore, I love you. Then if you change the hand with a stick, then it says, I hate you. It turns back and goes. It doesn't come near to you. Any animal will give anything, it will suspect you first. Whether he will catch me, because his freedom is important. Understood? So why this fellow is giving? He won't give anything without any purpose, because he is human being. Very peculiar species in the creation. Only human being has this problem. Intentional love. Other animals, other species love are instinctual love. This is intentional love. Everywhere axe to grind will be there. Any action, whether it is pravritti or nivritti, done by human being will have some axe to grind. You know axe to grind? It's a axiom. Something, some selfish. Because this fellow is full unfulfilled fellow. Whether he invites a cow or a dog or a bird, he want to catch it and own it. Understand? Own it. For what sake? For his own emotional fulfillment. In other classes I told, why people purchase pet dog? Here problem. In home nobody is there to welcome him. So he wants someone to welcome, someone to show affection. So he purchases dog. 1 lakh, 2 lakh worth also are there. And spends every month 5,000, 10,000 rupees. You won't allow children to lie down with him in bed. You will hug dog and sleep. There are so many mad fellows. Same love if you show to Bhagavan, you will get moksha. Unfortunately, to animals. At least for human being, you could have said you will get maturity. Animals won't give maturity. Human being will give maturity. என்கிட்ட வந்தல்ல என்ன லவ் பண்றேன்னு சொன்னல்ல மீனிங் தெரியாமலே சொன்னல்ல you told me that I love you without knowing the meaning, so I will teach you what is the meaning. Maturity you will get, because everywhere it is anitya prema. Purpose also is what? Apurna prema. Purnartham. It is apurna prema, it is anitya prema, it is dukkha hetuhu prema, it is bandhana prema. Human love is nothing but bandhana prema and dukkha hetuhu also. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. One day it will teach you. Tata, it will tell. And it is ajnanat. It is because of ignorance about the meaning of the words in that statement. Understood? So therefore, Shastram says, Tadetat preyaha putra. Preyaha vitta. Vitta prema is generally overpowering one. The love for richness, love for power, position, is not an ordinary love. It can swallow the person's life and blind his vision from any other thing, nice thing in the creation. Understand? Vitta prema and prema for power, position, name, fame, very difficult. 3 yeshanas. Putra yeshana, Vitta yeshana, Loka yeshana, 3 yeshanas. Loka yeshana means the desire for fulfillment through name and fame. Vityeshana means desire for fulfillment through wealth. Varieties of wealth. Ashtalakshmi is there, na? Dhanam, Dhanyam, Pasham, Bhaguputra Labham, Shatasamvatsaram, Dirgha Mahyu. All these are all wealth only. Dhanalakshmi, Dhanalakshmi, Santanalakshmi, Vijayalakshmi, Veerilakshmi. 6 Lakshmis are Vittalakshmi. Another 2 are another type of Vittam, that is Jnanam. Jnana Lakshmi. Vairagya Lakshmi. So here Shastra, Veda Pramanam says, you will be in trouble, you are already in trouble, you will be in more trouble. Therefore, one should know what is the meaning of Atma. Navare patyuk kamaya patipriyaha bhavati, atmanastu kamaya patipriyaha bhavati. Like that teaching starts. In that teaching, this assertion is given. Atma va are drashtavyaha shrotavyo mantavyo nirityasitavyo. Because if you say to anything, I love you, other than this Atma, your troubles will continue. And you are telling I love you statement to end your troubles. Purnattam dane. You tell to anyone I love you to end your trouble. Your intention of telling this statement I love you is to end your trouble. But what happens? It continues and gets aggravated also. Therefore, one should love Atma only. To love Atma, you should know Atma. I will give a small clue. Upanishad gives a small clue. Tadetat preyaha putra. It is beautiful than, lovable than your putra. It is beautiful than, lovable than the vitta. Therefore, it deserves your love. It deserves your love. So, one who understands the value of this Vedic revelation, warning revelation, it is a warning revelation. One who understands the value of this puts himself in the Shastra Vichara. Then says to the Shastram, I love you. One should say to Shastram, I love you. No, Swami, it is a book. How can I say I love you to a book? He doesn't ask this question when he says I love you to gold. That also Jadavastu dane. That he says I love you happily. He doesn't have any contradiction. How can a human being can say I love you to a Jadavastu? But still he says. But when the Shastra asks, love me first, then I will teach you whom to love. Then he says, how can I love you? You are mere words. How can I love words? Arey, you don't love words. You love a person who has these words, who has the meaning of these words. Understood? Now the love is diverted to Shastra Prema, Satsanga Prema. Understood? One should get turned back. Up to that time, beatings are inevitable. Nobody should complain. Because you wanted it, you are getting it. Why you are complaining? If you don't want it, say to Shastram, I love you. Come to Satsanga in time. Learn the Shastram. Therefore, Shukacharya says, to a person who is going to die within 7 days, first tell I love you to Shastram. Then Shastram will teach you what is the meaning of that statement. By knowing that meaning of the statement, you are going to be a Purna. And your statement is going to be Purna Prema. Understand? After knowing the meaning, when a jnani says, I love you to Lord, Bhagavan says, Ayyo, thank you, my dear. I am waiting for this statement. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna says, I am waiting for a person who can understand my statement, I love you. And he gives an example also. A Bhuta was sitting on the tree, waiting for a companion. Any accident anywhere happens, he will go and stand without others' knowledge. Whether he will get another Bhuta as a companion to say, I love you. But that fellow somehow, ambulance comes and takes him and saves the person. So he doesn't find any Bhuta, companion Bhuta. Like that Guru Maharaj says, Sri Ramakrishna says, I was waiting to share my knowledge, love, affection to a person through whom my love, knowledge, affection can go to the entire humanity. And finally I found Narendra. When I wanted to say I love you, he told, I love my father. Don't do anything. Okay, what you have done? Somehow some mesmerism happened because of Yoga Shakti of Ramakrishna. So he has forgotten, Narendra has forgotten his individuality. Then after gaining that individuality, he says, hey, what you did? Old man? What you did? Old man. Nityavasti is Bhagavan only. He is the most youngest man in the entire creation. Correct? Nityayavanaha. He is called old man. Narendra considered himself as young man. Then Bhagavan Ramakrishna says, little bit I got dejected. So when a jnani says to Bhagavan, Bhagavan, I love you, when he says, Bhagavan expresses his love and affection, which becomes Loka Sangraha. Entire world get benefits. When a jnani says, I love you to Lord, the whole world, creation, not only human being, whole creation gets Loka Sangraham, it is. Because Bhagavan gets one companion, then he can do a lot of lila. Jnani understands in that statement, I love you, there will be a lot of sufferings. Not sorrow. Suffering belongs to body. Sorrow belongs to ignorant mind. So he voluntarily accepts. Yes, my Lord, because I love you, I can go through any suffering. Bhakta Ramadas Maharaj, he told, I love you to Rama. 14 years he was jailed. Daily 1,000 beatings. He wrote 1 lakh shlokas on Rama Mahima, getting 1,000 beatings daily for 14 years, repeatedly asserting, I love you, I love you. What a state. If you go to Bhadrachalam now also you can see that. You can witness that love. Lakhs and lakhs of people are coming and getting solace, guidance, affection. Similarly, every kshetra, every punya kshetra is the evidence for the jnani statement, oh my Lord, I love you. Great thing happens when the statement is told by a knowledgeable person. Not only for himself, to the entire creation. His life becomes a free life. It is called Loka Sangraham. So, Bhagavan also says to the jnani, even though I love all the merchants, I love jnani only. Because jnani only told, I love you only. So I also said, I love you. So, entire Bhagavata Shastram is going to be the analysis of the simple word premaha, which has lot of connotations, lot of understanding and lot of misunderstanding, lot of problems. We will see varieties of people who told this statement in Bhagavatam. Some told this statement to a girl and got into trouble. Some told this statement to Jadavastu, richness, power, position, and got into trouble. Some said to sadhus and got benefit. Some ultimately said to Lord. So, entire Bhagavad Shastram is going to be a relationship, a loving relationship of varieties of lovers. Among them, Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavatam, I cannot repay somebody's love. Their love is more than my love. Ishvara's love is conquered by some people's love. Who are they? Bhagavan says to Uddhava, you are one person. Same Bhagavan says to Gopikas also. In Krishna Avtaram, he said to these two people, I cannot repay my love. To Gopikas and to Uddhava. Both are jnanis. And in Rama Avtaram, he told the state, I cannot repay your love, my dear. I love you only, but still, I cannot love as you loved me. To whom he told, Bhagavan Rama? To Anjaneya, to Hanuman he told. So like that, we are going to have varieties of characters, varieties of saints and stories, and along with the philosophical analysis which are revealed in the Veda Pramanam. Every week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will have this class. Come and get benefit. And pray to the Lord for the completion of the Shastram. Because this is the 4th attempt for me. 3 attempts failed. Failed means up to 8th chapter or 9th chapter I was taking, then immediately I was transferred from one center to another center, like that 3 times over. So this Shastra Vicharam will get fulfillment. This statement, I love you to Bhagavata Shastram, will get fulfillment if it is done with Shraddha and Bhakti. So pray to the Lord for the successful completion of this Shastra Vichara. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभूत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्लभेयं न चासङ्गतं नैव